a news story came out a few days ago. You probably heard about this already, and it deals with wealthy people, in a couple of cases, famous wealthy people who basically bought their kids' way into like these real top colleges, elite universities. And the fraud involves large financial payoffs, but also apparently in some cases changing test scores, or in a couple of cases working with coaches or whoever, and creating the false impression that these students were highly skilled competitive athletes when in fact they weren't. Like in some cases they didn't even compete in the particular sport at all. It's an interesting story, obviously, on a number of different levels, but as I've been hearing more details about it and hearing people comment about it in the media, one of the angles of the story that occurs to me is this one. This is sort of a real simple thing, but this is what comes to my mind. We have in us, I've just been reminded of this as I've heard the story, us human beings, we have in us sort of like this innate sense of fairness. Fair play, a desire for fairness. We don't like it when people get away with cheating. We don't like it. Here's a real simple example. It's real basic, but like when people jump to the front of the line. We don't like that. Now, truth of the matter is probably all of us at one time or another, in some way or another, probably all of us have cut a few corners along the way in life, or we've cheated in some way. Come on, probably all of us. But this particular story involves, again, it's these wealthy, privileged people. Again, in a few cases, like famous people cheating, and they're cheating in ways that wouldn't be available to most of us. And so it feels a little different, and so we're irked when we hear something like this. I've heard people really bothered. We don't like it. It bugs us. And by the way, it is wrong. If these allegations are true, it's wrong. What they did is wrong. No question about it. Now, you know me probably well enough by now to know I got to tie God into this in some way. That's what I do. And so again, I was thinking about this impulse toward fairness, this inner sense of this desire for fairness that we all have. That's part of God's influence on us. Like when the Bible says that we're made in the image of God. You ever hear that? That's in the book of Genesis. God made us human beings in the image of God. This desire for fairness that's in all of us, it's a reflection of that. Now, obviously, I have no idea. I don't have a crystal ball. I have no way of knowing what's going to happen or how this story is going to play out. I don't know. But I know this. If influential, wealthy, famous people if it seems like they get away with something that us regular folks would never ever get away with, if it comes off feeling like that, the credibility of our system of justice it'll take another hit. And that's not a good thing.